sometimes up to 60, maybe even 70 journalists and people from media all together in this room. So together with all the camera teams and all the players from both teams, 22 guys, sometimes even more, of course. It gets really crowded here, and there's one interview after the other being held. Over there you can see, for example, there's a team from Sky. They reserve the best spot for them because they have the showing rights in the German league, and they always want to be closest right away to the changing room of Borussia Dortmund, to be the first guys to be able to interview the players of Dortmund as soon as they get out of the changing room. Also, you can see we have some teams from different stations over here. For example, over here, NHK Japan, they're actually every time they're over here. It doesn't even matter. Why? Because they only come here to talk to one guy. They always talk to Shinji Kagawa. They don't care about all the other players. It doesn't even matter to them. If he played or not, he's always being interviewed. And sometimes we have even up to 2 or 3 teams from Japan over here just to interview Shinji. And the funny thing is, because of that, Shinji is almost always the last player of Borussia Dortmund to leave the mixed zone, because he gives out one interview after the other, and he's really friendly, and that's why all the other players come over here, say goodbye Shinji, see you later, see you tomorrow, and they leave, and Shinji is the last player to exit the mixed zone. I would like to show you a short clip of what it looks like here in the mixed zone when there's actually a match day going on.
Ja, wir wollen jetzt einmal einen Blick hinter die Kulissen werfen, und wir sind jetzt hier in der Mixed Zone. Auf der einen Seite ist unsere Kabine, die von Borussia Dortmund, auf der anderen Seite die unseres Gegners und die von den Schiedsrichtern. Und geradeaus geht es auf den grünen Rasen und in das schönste Stadion der Welt. Hier werden sinnige, aber auch unsinnige Fragen gestellt, wie: War das 1:0 denn schwieriger als das 2:0? Oder war es ein Punktgewinn oder ein Punktverlust? Ihr wisst schon, was ich meine. Hier sind an einem Spieltag bis zu 12 Kamerateams und 60 Journalisten. Da ist es natürlich mächtig voll hier. Und was für Fragen hier gestellt werden, das schauen wir uns jetzt einmal an.
Ja, es war wichtig, heute auf jeden Fall als Sieger vom Platz zu gehen. Es war das erwartet schweres Spiel.
Ich glaube, wir haben eine richtige Mischung, wir haben einen sehr guten Plan, und ich freue mich einfach, dass das kommt.
Alright. Okay, when you take a look over there to the other side, you can see the sign above. The first word means guest, of course, meaning that's the guest changing room of our away team. And in most of the stadiums where you go, it's actually like this. The home changing room is quite fancy, quite comfortable, really a lot of luxurious stuff in there. But the away changing room is a lot more, let's say, lower quality, not as nice and comfortable as the team of the home team, as the room from the home team. But in here, both of the rooms are actually quite the same. They have the same colors, same size, same stuff, same interior in there. So we actually prepare them to be actually equal. Also, the referee rooms, the second word, and the third word, of course, not too hard to translate, doping control. Of course, doping control. After a match, there are one player from each team that has to go to the doping control. They're randomly drawn. And a question for you guys, as a player, what do you have to do in the doping control room? Who knows that? After the game, when you have to go... Yeah, almost. You have to pee into the cup. Yeah, that's correct. And this way, then it will be checked if you took any forbidden substances. Because of this process, we actually named the doping control process after one of our players. Can any one of you guys imagine which player we choose to name it after? I don't know if you know him, maybe not. He's from Poland. He's right defender. Yeah? Yeah, his name is Lukas Piszczek, and that's why we talk about the doping control room as a so-called Piszczek, actually. So it's a running gag in the changing room of VVV, because always when Lukas himself is drawn randomly to go to the doping control, they always call out really loud on purpose, Lukas Piszczek, please report to the Piszczek, and all the other players make fun of him. But also in the doping control room there's another special thing, because in there we have a small fridge. And in this fridge is always filled with drinks. With cold drinks for the players. Can you imagine what kind of drinks are in there? What do the players get to drink when they have to go to the doping control? Here in Dortmund.
Mineral water?
No, it's not water. No? Who can imagine?
Coca-Cola.
No? No Coca-Cola. It's something that Germany is known for. It is actually...
Beer?
Beer, yes, of course. It is Dortmund quality beer in there. Ice cold beer. Of course, it's not as a reward for them when they fill up the cup, but it's to fasten up the process in there. Because sometimes the player get in there after 90, maybe 120 exhausting minutes of playing football. They sweat out all the fluids of their body, there's nothing left, still filled with adrenaline maybe, and when they get in there and have to pee into that cup, it gets really, really hard, but which makes it even harder as they're not alone in there. There are two people from the doping control, and they have to supervise the process, and they actually have the task to stand as near to the player as half a meter. So you have to imagine they're standing left and right next to you, looking down, seeing if you're not cheating or changing anything or whatsoever. You have no privacy at all, and that makes it really, really hard for the players. Fortunately, the players are still allowed to hold the cup on their own. So, but other than that, it's really, really hard, and that's what the beer is for, to fasten up the process so that they can pee faster into that cup and come out there a little quicker. Alright, right now I want to go into the changing room of Borussia Dortmund with you guys. In there you can actually take a look around, walk through all the rooms, take a lot of pictures, even go into the shower room, and then we'll sit down on both of the benches and talk a little bit about the changing rooms. Follow me, please. So looking for Aubameyang, he's on the right side. Right side in the corner almost.
Could you take one?